All right, let's do one more video, and I think we're good.
I have been going out with a guy and it was going really well. We've been on 3 dates. And then he called me a delusional liar. So we're not going out with him again. Here's what's been going on. I've been going out with this guy for a few weeks. We've gone on like 3 dates. It's been going really well. My literal only concern was just I was wondering if he was maybe not the most empathetic person. It was just a feeling I had. He'd made a couple comments. He was a little argumentative. And something about it was making me feel like he just wasn't an empathetic person. But also, it's hard to know that after 3 dates. So I was like, let me keep going out with him. I'll get a better idea of like how accurate or not accurate this assessment is. Because other than that, we were having a really fun time together and really got along. And again, it was minor. So I had told him just during a dinner that we had that I was going in for allergy testing because he knew about my food allergies. And, we'll see what the outcome is. Keep in mind, I have had severe life-threatening allergies my entire life, and it's impacted every single part of my life. I talked about this with him very openly, that it's been very difficult, even though I'm used to it because it's been in my life since I was a kid. Like, definitely it's not the easiest thing in the world. And it affects me in a lot of ways. So he knew this was like a vulnerable topic for me. Anyways, I go in to get this allergy testing done. I posted a video about it a couple days ago, but I end up getting really good results. Things that I've been allergic to my entire life, my body has like somehow gotten rid of these allergies. So they're doing a bunch of secondary testing, but so far so good. And they didn't test my most severe allergy. We'll test that on a separate day, so that one I'm still not sure about. But anyways, he texts me after my appointment and said, how did it go? And I explained what I just said in detail, all of it, and how sometimes as an adult you can grow out of allergies, but it's not the most common. So I'm feeling really lucky, and I'm hoping that the secondary testing shows the same thing as the primary testing. I'm hoping when they test my most severe allergy, maybe that one will be less severe. Like a pretty long text just explaining what happened, since we had talked about it a lot. He says, what do we think he said? Pause this video, comment down below. He says, wow, I knew it was all in your head. I knew it was all in your head. I knew it was all in your head. Excuse me? They were not.
That's weird, right? I mean, I I've never. That's the thing where I've never. I mean, I'm not no expert or anything, but I didn't know you can just like allergies just disappear. Right? I know you can gain, right? Be allergic to something over time, right? My ex she was not allergic to peanut butter, right? To peanuts. She wasn't when she was young. She gained allergies of it when she got older. I've never heard of anyone losing allergies. But I mean, it's not like I'm a expert in allergies or anything. So that's why it's like that's weird. I've never heard of that.
All in my head. I've had life threatening allergies my entire life, and it is possible to grow out of them as an adult. I also, as I told him, have not tested my most severe allergy, so I don't know what the deal is with that one. We also have to do secondary testing. So, like, how is your response anything other than, like, wow, that's great, I'm really happy for you?
That's what I thought, right? That's what Blue said, right? You can gain an allergic reaction to something, but once you have it, you got it for the rest of your life. That's what I thought, right? That's why I think it was common knowledge. So I was like, and this is the thing, right? Here, to be honest, is she sympathetic to him, right? Is she sympathetic to him? Because here's the thing. I honestly believe most people think like that, i.e., the man that she was dating. So here's the thing where she should be more sympathetic to him. Because in his mind, he's like, you're lying. That's delusional. Because most people would think, like what I just said, that you can gain allergic reactions. You're not going to lose them. Right? So most people would think that, in my opinion. So it will show her to be more sympathetic. Because, again, it is a common, in my opinion, common way of thinking that people don't lose allergic reactions. So women should be more sympathetic to the more commonality, right? So
I hope the secondary testing shows the same thing as the primary testing. How was your response? See, I knew it was fake. Anyways, super non-empathetic response, very dismissive, honestly pretty hurtful considering how open I've been about how much this has impacted my life.
And here's the thing, right? It's a text, right? It's a text. I mean, it's like he could be playing around too. And like I said, honestly, she's the one who should be sympathetic because his reaction, or not necessarily his reaction, but his way of thinking is more common. Okay? his reaction is, or his way of thinking is more common than hers. So she should be more confusing. I mean, could be, right? Asthma, she could be confusing asthma. That's one thing, right? It's like, this is the thing where you gotta understand. Maybe you weren't being as detailed or specific as you should be, right? If it's like something such a random allergy, I don't know, or something random ailment that you think is an allergy, but to him it's like, oh, it's probably in your head, or it doesn't make sense that you had an allergy and then it's gone. That's more sympathetic. And again, it's a text. It's not like he said it to your face. So to be honest, and I've been there. I've been there when it comes to texting. It's way different, right? You get a different sense of the person through texting. Maybe you get a sense of, oh, this sounds like it's rude or sounds like it's terrible, but it's really not, or it's not meant to be.
Life. So I will not be going out with him again. This was kind of like confirmation of what I already believed. Maybe.
And here's the thing, right? Fine, right? She doesn't want to go out with him. She doesn't want to go out with him. But I'm saying that, you know what? This is why women or people, but probably mainly women, are having trouble. You are going out on a date with this man multiple times, and it's been great. One text that, honestly, I think, in my opinion, you perceived it wrong. But one text, now you say no. So this is a thing where, and you assume that he's already not empathetic or sympathetic. It's like, really? Because like I said, right? Here's a man. Because this is a problem. Women aren't really sympathetic or empathetic because, again, they're not understanding the other side. They're not understanding another point of view or the other kind of feelings. Because here, like I said, this man has a more common knowledge or viewpoint, right? Like I said, thinking allergies just don't disappear. Okay? They don't disappear over time, in my opinion, and I think most people would think like that. So you should be more sympathetic to his way of thinking and saying like, no. Educate him, right? No, it's actually, you can't. I don't think it, but fine. If she believes it, educate him on it. Because again, common knowledge is in his department, right? That's more common. Hers, now she's trying to say something different, something new that most people don't really recognize or know. So if it's true, she should be the one to actually talk. And yes, and that's the thing where, for her to, oh, I don't want to go out with a man that I've been having a great time with because of a text, because you perceived an emotional response through words that aren't even spoken, that are read, is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then you wonder why women are failing in the dating scene.
That comment on its own, I could have taken time to explain to him why it was wrong. But like that paired with other things that I've seen that show a lack of empathy, I'm like, yeah, you're not the right person for me. So if someone tells you that as an adult, a life-changing medical...
Here's the thing, right? Fine. I've always said this, right? In my opinion, red flags should always be noticed. Doesn't mean that you disqualify the person automatically because you saw a red flag. No. You should either notice all these red flags, collect them, and then in your processing, decide, you know what, after knowing these red flags, is it worth your time? Fine. I definitely agree. She notices all these red flags and she decides not to continue. Right? Great. But I don't know about all the other times she said, that he's not sympathetic or whatever. But if this is the perceived way of it, I don't put a whole lot of stock in it then. Right? I don't put a whole lot of stock in it because it's through text. And to be honest, what she's saying is not a common knowledge, in my opinion. What he's thinking is more common, in my opinion. So that shows, honestly, her lack of empathy, right? Because she didn't understand that. She should have seen his point of view and understood that, you know what? he didn't, and she said it right. She could have explained it more, but she just didn't want to. So really, okay, fine. You don't want to, cool. But honestly, that didn't show his lack of that particular point. Didn't necessarily show his lack of empathy, because again, he could have been joking. He could have been playing around, in the sense that because the idea behind it, right, could be he doesn't believe it, and it's more of a joke. But I don't know. Maybe the other times were worse. But
medical event has sort of resolved itself. Maybe don't be like, see, I told you it was fake. Okay, that's it. Bye. I have been going out.
And this is the thing, right? Fine. If she wants to make this is something that I've said this before, where women want men to be perfect. It's like, here's the thing, where if you find a man that's 100% so empathetic, so sympathetic, okay, this man is so in tune with his emotion, would you go with that man? But he's not great in other areas. Like his looks is subpar, his height is subpar, money is about average, doubtful, right? This is a problem where women want such a complete package. It's absolutely delusional, right? Absolutely delusional. This is why that other video, right, with the woman that says where the good guys at, is absolutely infuriating to me. Okay, because you are asking for perfect men. You want the players to be you want the players to be the good looks of the players, the height of the players, the riz of the players, right, the charm of the players, to have the personality, the emotional intelligence, the moral stability or moral character of the nice guys. You want the money of the finance bros. It's like you want the absolute complete package, and then you have the audacity to wonder where the nice guy's at. You have the audacity to complain about your dating life. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's utterly ridiculous. So, I honestly, this is why it is so different when women complain about shit, right? Complaining about the dating market, and when men complain, because again, well, it's a very deep thing, right? But if you guys want to know it, we'll probably talk about that eventually. But it is drastically different. But yeah, what do you guys think?